Hey guys, it's your boy. We're back with more Mephisto content. Juggernaut versus Iceman slash the Juggernaut overview and the review in World Boss Legend. And first of all, he's too tiny, or maybe he's too big. I know he looks awesome, man. So the reason why I'm doing this comparison, Storm is paywall. It leaves Iceman as the best character after Storm for World Boss Legend of those mutant stages, stage 50 to 54 Null. Now Juggernaut coming to the game, of course, being a mutant, which is probably the best thing. He is having a tough competition against each other, of course, with Iceman as well. Of course, Iceman is a lot expensive compared to Juggernaut in my opinion. Apart from the uniform, Juggernaut is the X-Gene character, so of course you'll have to purchase the X-Gene. After that, it's just the uniform and the the upgrades. But the uniform upgrade does not make a massive impact in World Boss Legend performance. I've tested it out before as well. Like, I think if you run like a rare or heroic uniform, I think it will be closer to a legendary mythic uniform. So it's very close. On the other hand, Iceman being a crystal wall character, this uniform being a 1750 full crystal summer days exclusive uniform. So if people have this, good. If not, well, we can't do anything. But so it feels like he is more heavy on the crystals compared to Juggernaut, and he might be a better option being a mutant as well. So we'll see how that goes. Now with this leadership, basically nothing. Let's take a look at the stats and then we'll compare them. Also some really nice clears for this guy. So, first of all, we have the Iceman, exactly the same build as the previous video when I did stage 51, I remember. And then we have critical damage, all skills are level 6, type enhancement rank 4, Hawkeye stage 12, we have no artifact, mighty cerebral destruction, but it's the 110 proc, it's not the max, 120 is the max. And then we of course have the mythic uniform. By the way, Iceman also a crystal wall character, so I think it's even harder than Juggernaut because you have to spend so many crystals if you really want to get bios, if you don't have tickets for this guy. Mainly the tickets actually are the things, and these are the uniform options, how it looks like. On the other hand, Juggernaut looks like this. Basically, critical damage you are missing out 25%, but transcended skill will be maxing out the critical damage, but the normal skills are not gonna have that 25% critical rate, sorry. So that's gonna make a difference if I max it out, so that will definitely make a difference in the damage output. Although the damage outside of the transcended skill sucks. It is like, it's really hard to get hit specifically on Null. Like Mephisto is not that an issue, but you know, it happens in Null. Anyways, we got 25 gears, of course, critical damage roll for the last gear, all skills are level 6, type enhancement rank 5, overdrive stage 12, we have no artifact, a mighty CDP of destruction as well with a 120 proc though, and then we have a mythic uniform with and these are the uniform options: Think Classic, Rescue, Drax Classic, we have Deadpool 30th anniversary black version, and Makari. So not bad options. I still don't like Deadpool, but Drax and all the other uniforms have been really awesome. Let's see how that rolls out. Let's take a look at the skill rotation. It's very easy to use. And so the third skill is instant cancel, sixth skill is instant cancel, fourth skill is delayed cancel, and the proc is on the fifth skill. So we're gonna go 3, 6, 4, and right here after the hammer slams into the fifth skill. This is where the damage is. You can go into the second skill after the fifth skill if you want to. And that's how it goes. The normal rotation without the transcendent skill, it will be 3 cancel, 4, 5, and it actually does more damage. Some people also thought 5 cancel, 4 cancel, 3 just to get the proc. It's not that good. Fifth skill does the most damage. For the cards, we have 111% all attack and 35 energy attack and 31 physical attack. So there is only 4% difference. It's not about the attack on the cards or the peers, just forget about that. It's all about the comparisons. We have nearly the same physical attack and energy attack. So let's see which one is stronger. On Null 54, I'm gonna do this. Null stage 51 it will be with Iceman, and of course we'll go Mephisto stage 59 as well. Let's see how he does. Okay, so I'm starting this run with the Iceman stage 51 run from the video that I already posted, so you can check that Iceman video out if you want the full run. And just to showcase how troubling it was for Iceman to get down the 7th bar, because that was an issue. We had to go forward to that 2 tier 3 skills, and it is with the Storm paywall uniform, so keep that in mind. If you don't have the Storm paywall uniform, and that's the main purpose of this video, because of not having Storm, you can still use Juggernaut. If you use Mystique, this is not possible. Okay, stage 51 could be a lot harder, and I did say you might just need a brilliant CDP of destruction on this guy, even with 25% peers. Was able to get it down with a minute and 18 seconds, but the getting that stage down was really hard, and now Juggernaut on stage 54. So you will see the difference. I think the tier 3 skill damage from Iceman and the transcended skill damage from Juggernaut are both amazing. It's just that Juggernaut is a lot more proc friendly and easier to play. Plus, he is not as squishy as Iceman. He can take a lot of hits, so he is survivability. Survivability wise, he's pretty awesome and you can use him. There's one big downside for him, that is the normal skills, because you don't like, you have to really get worried about those accumulation, and you can't really get, look at that. You get the accumulation, stage 54, he does incredible damage. And that is pretty awesome. On the other hand, Iceman can be a little bit tricky to play. Although he can also be easier to play, but sometimes can really be hard and cannot really take as many hits as Juggernaut can. But on the other hand, I would just say, like, if you don't have Storm, which, you know, the paywall uniform, of course, because if you really have actually Storm, then there's literally no need to build even Juggernaut, or there's no need to even actually build Iceman for World Boss Legend specifically, honestly, because you can just go for level 80 Moon Knight for those combat stages, as well as maybe Iron Man tier 3 actually works out with level 80 on stage 59 plus Mephisto, so that actually helps out. So it all depends if you really want to go for these characters, if you have Storm or not, more like a situational like rare. A lot of people have been thinking about how they can do stage 29 Mephisto, 25 29. Juggernaut is an awesome option, but I still think that Moon Knight might be a better investment, like if you just want to build one character. Not because Moon Knight can be advanced to tier 4, well, mainly because of ABX as well. So if you are not going to use Moon Knight for ABX, maybe you can skip him and maybe do Juggernaut instead, but he's a level 80, so I would really prefer him over Juggernaut for now. On the mutant stages, he is, in my opinion, the strongest of all the mutants apart from Storm. Well, Storm is tier 4, so we just cannot do it. Level 80 Storm works. Level 80 Storm definitely works, but again, you need the paywall uniform. It's all about the paywall uniform or not. It's a lot more expensive compared to Juggernaut, so he does have that niche. Anyways, let's take a look at the damage. So he does move, and when Null actually moves, you lose a lot of damage, but he does pretty good actually after that explosion from the 5th skill, which helps him out tremendously. And I think it's pretty awesome to have a character like, it is pretty exciting and kind of weird as well. All these characters were literally, Juggernaut was still good, I would say, in Alliance Conquest and stuff like that. Better than I think Titania. Titania as an absorbing man was just never good. But now all of these characters getting reworks and everything, they do so much better in all the PvE content. Like Hulk with the regen is doing stage 64 Null. Like, I'm not sure if we can ask for something else. And look at that. Juggernaut does not get guard broken right there, so that's why we were able to actually pass that, or any other character would have died right there. So still one big issue for Juggernaut, the transcended skill damage is awesome. After transcended skill, the damage falls a lot, okay, because of the accumulation, and it's not like Sharon Dodge or something, and you'll probably have to charge it a lot against Null. It will be a lot more easier to do on Mephisto, but look at that. We got, well, almost to the 7th bar. Now the reason why I stopped here, I wanted to go for Juggernaut and then finish him off. The reason was simple. I want the transcended skill rotation, and then I wanted to just finish him up. So I'm just waiting. I'm gonna go now. 3 cancel 4 into the 5th skill, and now he goes to the 7th bar phase, last phase. Now I can use my transcended skill and go for the rotation without holding back. So I'm gonna tank all that damage from the 7th bar right here like this, and then we'll go for the proc and pretty awesome damage. So Iceman cannot do this, and you can see we did a lot more damage than what Iceman actually did. So, well, yeah, it's stage 54, and we don't really need to have like the paywall support or something. Now this is an issue. We got some nice damage, and now see what happens. The damage kind of on the normal skills is kind of bad, honestly. Like, it could have been better. Still, 36 seconds remaining, we were able to do this. So stage 54, that's the highest on Null that you really want to use him on mutant stages. He cannot go that 70 plus stages and everything. You might need like a brilliant destruction or something for that. But again, it's a 70 plus we are talking about. So I think he can do stage 54 with a mighty. Of course, with a max Pierce, so Pierce does matter. It's not like that. Maybe if you don't have Pierce, you might need to give him actually a Brilliant as well. But that is the same with all of these mutant characters on stage 50 to 54. No mutant can do stage 54 with a mighty. Okay, and Juggernaut can do so. That's amazing. Of course, I'm not talking about Storm. Please take her out of the conversation. It's stage 59 Mephisto, and you can see he's gonna do pretty amount of damage. I think we should be able to get this down. Wait a second. 4, 5. We got the proc, and we got the phase down in 56 seconds, 55 seconds. So not bad, honestly. Stage 59, and for this stage, usually Doctor Doom is preferable if you don't have Iron Man. Iron Man is the best to use here, but he dies. I've done stage 59 Mephisto on my account with 29% Pierce. So 29% Pierce, 22% Pierce. But I was having trouble. And the reason why, well, Iron Man can just get one-shotted. Juggernaut is taking all these hits. Of course, recovering a lot of these HP as well. And because Mephisto hits you even in iframes, you can accumulate damage, right? So he's a pretty solid choice, honestly, if you don't really want to invest or if you don't have the superior Iron Man uniform, because the newest Iron Man uniform, of course, is the best, but I still think that the superior Iron Man uniform is the most useful. Apart from ABX, I'm not talking about ABX. Outside of ABX, I think superior Iron Man is more useful because of the restrictions that you can use that uniform in. And plus, Mighty Energy works awesome on that uniform, specifically for Ultron 25-29, and of course, you can go 55 to 59 Mephisto as well with that uniform. So the uniform is pretty useful. But if you don't have it and you want to just purchase the normal one, well, you can just go for Juggernaut if you really want to. Because, well, right now or maybe in a month or in a two, I don't think we're going to have any other mutant coming to the game, because we just got like 3 or 4 now. So I think that's enough, and I think they will stop here. But yeah, 238, we got down the first phase. So he is a lot easier, honestly, than level 80 Iron Man on this stage. I had to play Doctor Doom. I messed up that 4th skill there. I had to play Doctor Doom swap with my Iron Man to clear stage 59, because Iron Man can do it faster, but damn, he's so slow that and plus, like, the not slow in terms of the damage output. You have to survive a lot. You have to swap a lot or you'll die. You can literally get one-shotted, and why not just use someone like him, like doing so much damage, and if you really want some nice clears, and plus he's a mutant, so gives you a niche on those null stages as well. So I think it's a pretty awesome idea to build Juggernaut. I know he's not free. He's a paywall character, but when you compare that to all the other mutants in the game for World Boss Legends specifically, he's a lot more cheaper than Iceman. Okay, first Iceman, you have to purchase the, well, I think uniforms are exactly the same, but Crystal Wall. Then the Summer Day uniform, if you don't have it, you will have to wait until next year. Or if you did get it, 1700 crystals. And then you probably have to give him a Brilliant, while he can do with a Mighty. So I can see the value right here. It's not gonna be like, unless we get like some, maybe a full-fledged mutant update or another mutant, if they really want to go for mutant, then I still think that Juggernaut is just that Black Dwarf kind of thing, When Black Dwarf came out, he was really good, and he still is awesome. But like, you can do Black Dwarf on stage 15 Mephisto, but man, being a combat character, he will just not do this much damage with a Mighty. Like, look at that. The damage is pretty awesome, and you can just play him very easily with a proc as well, which is the best part. So yeah, definitely, if you want to purchase a mutant, it's probably the best idea to go with Juggernaut instead of someone else. Specifically, not having the Storm paywall uniform also helps out. So yeah, pretty awesome rework for this guy, and I'm really happy. I'm definitely a lot happy. You must be thinking what I'm doing. I'm just trying to stall some time so I can get my Transcendence skill and just finish it off like this. So yeah, pretty awesome, pretty strong. So, honest opinion, Juggernaut is way better. The reason is simple. It was stage 51 with Iceman, and it was with the Storm paywall uniform. So, when you remove that, the time is gonna be even less, and he was having so much trouble in the last phase of Null as well. On the other hand, Juggernaut really ran through the stage last 7 bars pretty easily on stage 54. Plus, on top of that, being a villain gives him a really good niche, being a combat character as well, and he can be use on a lot of these restricted stages. Plus, if you don't have the superior Iron Man uniform, that also is there. If you don't have this uniform, because you have to purchase this uniform if you want to do stage 59 easily. Other than that, you'll have to probably go with the 25% pierce on your account. Then I think it's pretty awesome if you can use this guy on that stages. Plus also the 50-54 null stage barrier can be crossed. Now you do or you will need the 25% to do that, the pierce. Now I've seen a lot of people and a lot of comments about the 25% pierce, and you want me to like run some accounts with 10% pierce. It's just not possible. Like, if I showcase anything on any of these accounts, even if I use my main account, I also have 22% pierce. So like, I understand that you want to see less pierce, you know, on the cards and see how those characters actually perform, but that's just not practical. If I look at my account, and my account is going to be totally different from your account. Somebody is going to be out there with 4% pierce, somebody will be with 16, and somebody will be with 25. Maybe somebody just starting to have probably no pierce at all. So it doesn't make sense, and it's just not possible on, like, honestly speaking, in practical way, just not possible. I try to make these videos because I want to showcase these characters, and the main purpose of this videos particularly was just the comparison. Do not even look at the pierce anything. If you are of course looking forward to clear those stages, of course you will need pierce. You know, if you go higher and higher and higher those stages, you will need more pierce. So if you really think that if I make these videos and it's bad that I showcase 25% pierce most of the times, it is because people are progressing in their games, and you have to as well. So maybe I'll just keep this topic for a later video. Just I hope that you did actually enjoy this video. I just wanted to showcase that Juggernaut of course is better than Iceman, and it's a better option in my opinion. And of course with the restrictions, you can also use him on various stages. If Mephisto 59 is not your goal, maybe you can skip him. If you have superior Iron Man, maybe you can skip him, but it was just to showcase how strong he is. So anyways, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know what you think about the comparison, and as always, if you do enjoy the content, I hope to see you again. Take care. I'll see you all in the next one.